Welcome to the Prepping Report. In this 2013 goal video, we're going to look at water. If you remember the survival rules of two, a human being can go 2 days without water. So with that in mind, you need to look at your family or whoever you're preparing to have at your house. For me, it's my family of 4. We have 4 people that I'm preparing for. So if a person needs 3 gallons of water per day, that's for all the cooking, drinking, washing, and everything else. For a family of 4, you're going to need 4,380 gallons of water a year. So what do we need to do at the start of 2013 to help us get better prepared water-wise? The first thing that we need to do is examine our preps. And something that a lot of people's probably already got wrote down, or maybe they just store water as they can find the containers, is how much water do I want to have on hand? If you look back at my first 2013 goals video, I say, in my standpoint, in my view, the first 2 months is going to be the most vital. It's going to be the most stressful. Within about 2 months, I believe we can start adjusting to anything. If it's a major collapse scenario, I believe in 2 months, everybody would be pretty much adjusted. Yeah, there's still going to be some problems, but the major problems will be out of the way. If it's a minor scenario, it won't matter as much, but let's look at that. For me, the 2 months is the most important. So for my family of 4, excuse me, I'm going to need 732 gallons of water for 2 months for my family of 4. So that's where I'm shooting for. Do I have 732 gallons on hand right now? No, I've got about half that. So I need to start looking at and start making some mental notes of this year. How am I going to get to my 732 gallons I need? Not only is that, when you think about water, you need to examine how many water purification methods do I have. A lot of people stock bleach, and bleach is a very good thing to stock. But you must realize that bleach is going to expire. You buy Clorox bleach, it has the expiration date. Don't quote me on this, but about 6 months before you really start losing the needed necessities to disinfect water. A good friend of mine named Glaucum, or I believe he's changed his Facebook profile to Chester Vols. He did an excellent video on how to store pool shock to make your own bleach. I highly recommend that you go check him out and check his YouTube channel out as well. To me, the Berkey water filter is best. I own a big Berkey, and that's what my primary method of disinfection is going to be. But you also got to look at it. If you have one Berkey filter, the ceramic filters in there will filter about 6,000 gallons of water. But what if one of your filters breaks? You know, if you've just got the Berkey filter and nothing else, maybe in 2013 you write down that my water goal is to buy 4 or 5 replacements of the ceramic filters for your Berkey water filter. Another thing to stock is coffee filters. It's a great way of pre-filtering some water depending on how and where you're getting your water from. But just look at any and all preparations dealing with water. Make mental note of what you want to add on this year. Like I said, these are goals. Prioritize your goals. Make sure what's most important to you. If you do not have any sustainable type of filtration system, to me, it's the big Berkey or the Berkey water filter system. That's what I use. That's what I recommend. That should be number 1 on your list, and you're going to have to lay down some money to buy one. I think they range from $200 to $300 depending on what model you get. That would be my number 1 goal if you have no good sustainable method of disinfecting water. Not only that, let's write down how can we add more water. Do we want to go buy more containers? Do you have a water bob? Another good thing, especially if you have kids, if you have the money, you may want to consider putting in a swimming pool. That is one of the greatest ways of holding water. You can buy a big pool if you have the money. I don't foresee in the near future, unless I win the Powerball, me buying a pool. But if you have that money, that's another prep you can consider having. Just different ways of containing water. Always remember you got water in your water heater. If you have a water bob, most of the pumping stations will be on some type of generator. So even if the power does go out, you can still have some time to pump some water into some containers. With that in mind, like I said, just write down your goals. You mainly want to look at how much water should I stock? How much water should I feel that I need on hand? And start going there. We're going to do some videos in the future. I'm going to do some videos in the future about some cheap water containers. And then write down your goals of purification. Remember, if you have no good purifying method, if you're still using the iodine tablets, or you're still considering just boiling all your water, I highly recommend that your #1 goal for water prep this year is buying some type of Berkey water filter. Thank you for watching my videos. Be sure to share and subscribe. Also, you can join me on Facebook for daily discussions of preparedness news and information. And always remember that chance favors the prepared mind.